We have Minnesota Democratic Representative Angie Craig. Welcome back to the broadcast, ma'am. Good to have you. Give me your reaction to these new polls and how you think Democrats can capitalize in this, especially looking at the economy when you have 60% disapproval on inflation and cost of living, 61% disapproval on tariffs. I mean, this was supposedly what got Donald Trump elected.
Well, that's exactly right, Alex. It's great to be back with you. Voters who voted for Donald Trump, those swing voters that allowed him to become the 47th president, they voted for him because he promised to lower cost. He promised to bring down inflation. And in fact, in his early days, we've seen actions across the board tariffs that are driving up costs in our country. And it's not surprising to me, Alex, at all that young people are particularly focused on the economy right now. For folks in that 17 to 29-year-old category, and all of us, housing, healthcare, and childcare are three of the largest expenses that hit someone's paycheck. So if the economy is moving in the wrong direction, I think that we need to make sure that people know we know you didn't vote for this, and Democrats are going to make sure that we're fighting for working folks in this country.
Let's look ahead to the midterms, because after DNC Vice Chair David Hogg announced that he plans to support challenges to some Democratic incumbents, those in safely Democratic districts, mind you, Chair Ken Martin openly rebuked him, saying DNC officers should be neutral in primaries. So who's got the right idea? Should your colleagues be challenged if they're not effectively fighting for their constituents?
Well, that's up to their constituents to decide. I actually represent Ken Martin. He lives in my congressional district right here in Minnesota, and I certainly appreciate David Hogg and all of the activism on gun safety that he's provided around our country. But it's really up to Democratic voters who to put forward. And right now, I think it is a mistake for Democrats to be fighting Democrats. Alex, I was across the state of Minnesota this week. I put 1,000 miles on the car because I decided, since my Republican colleagues won't hold town halls in their district, after I held one in my own district, which had over 1,000 people sign up to attend, I went around the state, and at the end of the day, people are very concerned about the economy. They're concerned about our democracy. They're concerned that this Republican Party and the unelected billionaire Elon Musk is running roughshod over our party system, our checks and balances in our country. And so I wanted to make sure I got out there and I listened to voters.
Can I get your reaction to the sit-in that Senator Cory Booker and Congressman Hakeem Jeffries are holding right now, in fact, on the Capitol steps? I mean, from what you're hearing, is this the kind of action that voters are looking for? And again, you mentioned the town halls this week. They're in Minnesota's 4 Republican congressional districts. I'm curious if you think this is what constituents want to hear and see in terms of action.
Well, I think constituents want to see action, and all of these activities, whether it's folks in my communities who are standing on overpasses with signs, peacefully protesting, just raising the issues of, they're coming after our Medicaid. I'm headed back to D.C. this week. Reconciliation process is going to begin, the budget process, and they've asked us to cut $880 billion from Medicaid. I think any action that raises the issues and helps the American people understand why these issues matter to them. Cutting Medicaid is going to wipe out rural hospitals across our country. And so I applaud Cory Booker. I applaud the leader. If I was in Washington right now, I'd be happy to join them to talk about the policies that the administration and that the Republican Congress, who, by the way, in private will tell you is bad for their constituents, but in public will not stand up and speak out. And to me, that's a disgrace.